Hello and welcome to the demo where we deploy and run NBomber Cluster on Kubernetes. Let's first discuss our building blocks. For hosting, we use Kubernetes, and it's easy to get on any cloud. For real-time reporting, we use InfluxDB and Grafana. So InfluxDB is used to store metrics and Grafana to display them. And for internal messaging inside NBomber Cluster, we use Nets Message Broker. Also, we need to deploy a private Docker registry to be able to publish Docker images and pull them inside Kubernetes. In order to start working with Kubernetes, we need to install the default prerequisites. It is Docker and kubectl. If you don't have them installed, the easiest way will be to download and install Docker Desktop. Okay, let's open the Docker Desktop webpage and download it. I will save it to Documents folder, and after downloading, I will start installation process. The installation process takes about 5 minutes, and after unpacking files, we will start Docker Desktop. Okay, we're ready to start. So we need to accept license agreement and then wait a little bit and then basically start the process. As we see, Docker Desktop is up and running, so our next step will be to open terminal and check that Docker CLI is available. So let's type Docker and see that commands are printed. And now the same for kubectl. Okay, kubectl is also available. In this video, we will install Kubernetes cluster in DigitalOcean. The first thing that we're gonna do is to create a new project on DigitalOcean. Let's name it NBomber K8s. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're almost done. Skip for now. So yeah, we're ready. Now open Kubernetes and click Create Kubernetes Cluster. So here we need to choose the location for our cluster where we're going to deploy it. Then we should select the machine type. As you see, we have many different types like CPU, memory optimized. And also we need to choose node plan. Yeah. Yeah, that's mainly it. And yeah, last step, we need to choose the project. This is our total cost per month, which is pretty affordable. Yeah, let's continue. The process basically started, and as you see, if we go to resources tab, we'll see that the node pools actually started provisioning. Yeah, we need to wait. Usually it takes up to 5-7 minutes. Our nodes are provisioned, and next step will be to download Kubernetes configuration file that will let us, basically it will let us connect remotely to the cluster from our local machine. So the file actually contains credentials. As you see, it contains certificate, cluster certificate, username, user token, server address, all this relevant information. I will rename it. Since I will be referring to this file, I will use it in our kubectl commands. So let me connect and get information about the nodes. So I will type kubectl get nodes, and then I will specify the path to this local Kubernetes file. And yeah, as you see, we got two nodes. And basically, this is exactly what we have here on DigitalOcean. So we done with the cluster, and our next step will be to deploy the all necessary infrastructure to run NBomber test. So for this, we need to open Pragmatic Flow GitHub account and then find the project NBomber infrastructure for Kubernetes. And I will download this, but you can use Git for this. I will just download from the website and extract the archive here in my local folder. I will move the folder of deployments here for convenience. It's time to deploy our infrastructure. Let's open a terminal and run a few kubectl commands. First, we create namespace, and then we apply our infrastructure. Okay, let's verify that everything installed. Let's go and open Kubernetes dashboard and check our deployments. Let me change the namespace. Okay, deployments are green. Services. Grafana is not yet, but yeah, it's in pending state, so it takes a couple of minutes. Okay, now it's green. So let's try to open now Grafana. Yeah, and let's enter our credentials. So we will take them from our deployments, this file in Bomber Infra, and here we have Grafana credentials. I will enter them admin and passcode. Now it's time to add a data source. We specially deployed InfluxDB for this, so we choose here InfluxDB and enter the URL. InfluxDB, the port, and now database name. So we will find it here in our YAML file. So here you are, NBomber, and the user, just user, um, and passport. Yeah, click save and test. As you see, data source is working, and yeah, we are good. Now, the next step will be to import the dashboard. I mean Grafana dashboard, and here we have a project and Bomber Grafana, and here we have two dashboards. First dashboard is session dashboard that just display and Bomber session in kind of in a list. Yeah, this is how we do this. And another one, we also open this JSON and then just select row and then select all, copy, and now adding it here. So paste, load, and choose data source. Yeah. So basically, as you see, if we go to dashboards, we'll have two dashboards imported already. So it's time to prepare our NBomber load tests and deploy them in Kubernetes. So let's open the project and download the NBomber Enterprise. I will just download them as a zip package, but you can use Git for this. Yeah, I will open the project. Let me rename it to project and move it to documents folder. Okay, let's now open the solution. The solution is requires to specify the NuGet key for private NuGet feed in order to restore the NBomber cluster packages. And we have NuGet config file on level of solution folder. Here we also will specify the key. Yeah, now let's try to build it. Okay, the build succeeded. Okay, our next step will be to create a Docker container registry. I will choose the free plan, choosing location. Yeah, free plan is enough for us. Okay, let's create it. After this, we need to download the credentials to be able to authorize to this registry. I will download the config, save it in documents folder. Basically, we need to copy the authorization token, select it, yeah, copy, and then I will paste it in Docker config that's located on my local user folder. Okay, going disk C, folder users, then my local user, and then here you should find the Docker folder, and here's the file. Open it and paste recently copied the token. I need to add comma separator. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we are done here. Okay, let's move on. Let's now copy the pass URL pass to the Docker registry, and we'll try to log in. I will open the folder where our project located. So Docker login, and we have good. Now let's build the Docker image. It takes some time, and we can now open Docker desktop and see our image. Yeah, you see it here. So let's now add the tag to our Docker image. And now we can publish it. Docker push. Yeah, done. So now let's go to the Docker container registry and see we having it here. So it's basically uploaded here. So now we can pull it in our Kubernetes cluster, and we will basically do this. But we need to integrate our Kubernetes with Docker registry. Let's do it. So see, we integrated our Kubernetes cluster. So now Kubernetes cluster is able to pull this image. Okay, let's go to our deployments and let's try to deploy our NBomber agents. As you see here, we have a namespace where we're going to deploy it. We're having pass to the image from our private Docker registry and configurations. The configuration is actually located on this folder, yeah, and we just specifying the path for them to be loaded into our NBomber application. Yeah, let's now open terminal. And I'm going to use kubectl to deploy agents on Kubernetes, but first I will create a namespace in Bomber test, and then I will just apply my agent YAML. So deployment started. Now I go to Kubernetes, and we'll just check that my pods, that my agents, yeah, they're in process right now of starting. Yeah, as you see, okay, the deployment is green. So 3 agents started. We can open and check the logs. Yeah, as you see, NBomber started as agent. Yeah. I think now we can continue and try to do the same for coordinator. So coordinator basically is the same in Bomber image. The only difference is configuration files. I will specify the license from Bomber Cluster and just run in the same way as I did for agents. Here we are. Yeah, coordinator created. Yeah, as you see, it appeared and basically started. We can check the logs. Yeah, available agents 3, as you see, it's discovered 3 agents and basically started the test. Let's move to Grafana. So here is our session. We can open it and just see the cluster information. Basically, this is our real-time report. We can take a look on throughput, latency. Okay, the test is finishing. This is final statistics, but also we can see it in Grafana. Let's try to scale our agents. Let's increase them, their number, let's say 5 or, yeah, 5 is enough. We'll just need to rerun our YAML, apply our agent YAML, and then we go here and see that we have more agents here. Our deployments shows that we have 5 pods. Basically, if we want to change something, we just editing it here, let's say 15, save it, and just apply again the same file. And yeah, to see Kubernetes started increasing the number of agents. Yeah. If we need more resources, we can scale the Kubernetes pool, not pool. We need to go to settings and basically select resize, and we can add as many nodes as we want. Yeah, it's really easy to do here. In addition, we can add a new node pool with a different machine types like CPU optimized, for example. Okay, that's basically it. Let me show you how to destroy the cluster. After finishing all your experience, you can go to Kubernetes admin and just basically destroy the cluster. Yeah, that's basically it. The last thing will be to destroy container registry. And basically, that's it. Thank you for your time and have a good day.